Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of DMG MORI, I welcome you very warmly to the Open House 2018 in Pfronten. My name's Angela, and this is our product expert, Karl Doret.
Hallo.
Meine Damen und Herren, diese Show findet jetzt auf Englisch statt, aber um 16 Uhr beginnt unsere Pressekonferenz hier dann wieder auf Deutsch. We will now present you 9 innovative and new products that may help you when it comes to the digitization of your factory processes. So I'd say, let's get it started.
Yeah, let's go. These 9 new products, ladies and gentlemen, that we will introduce to you now belong to our path of digitization, which enables your digitization step by step. The path begins with the intelligent CELOS machine. Since we introduced CELOS in 2013, we have now over 11,000 installations. And with the new CELOS version 5, there are now 10 new apps. And in addition to the existing versions, CELOS with Siemens and CELOS with Maps, there is now also CELOS with HEIDENHAIN. The next step within the path of digitization is CELOS manufacturing. And therefore, we integrate the machine into the entire workflow. And thus, we create a continuous stream of information from the planning over to the preparation into the production.
So this is what the path of digitization at DMG MORI looks like, but let's get more specific about the products. What are the exact products that may help to simplify our processes?
Well, the first new product is production planning. There we have now a cross-machine planning and scheduling tool for the whole manufacturing system. Production planning brings transparency to your manufacturing processes, and so this is the base for every process optimization.
Let's talk about CAD/CAM planning, because I know it's a very important topic, and especially the tool management.
Yes.
How can DMG MORI products be of assistance here?
Well, please come with me, because I'd like to show you digital tooling. Because digital tooling helps the customer to manage the flood of information within tool handling. The special thing there is that we offer such a tool management system as a turnkey solution for the first time that just needs a minimum of implementation effort.
So that means with the product digital tooling, the integration of tools is supported in the CAD/CAM.
Yes, it is. What we see here is the tool agent, and the tool agent manages all tools that the CAM programmer can use for his program. We can also see here the tools that are required to carry out the production job. And what we can do now is we can click here on the right arrow, and now we can set a presetting job over to the presetter unit.
This sounds great, but our order now only contains virtual data. How can I check and control with a real tool if this actually conforms?
Well, we can check it because digital tooling has an interface from the virtual world to the real world. For example, to this presetter unit. All those interfaces are already there. And when I now start measuring these tools, the measurement results are directly sent back to CELOS. And now I can start setting up the machine. Therefore, I take the tool and I go back to the machine magazine. Hello? So here, we have the tool handling app. And there we just need to scan the tool. And then we can just put it into the machine magazine.
That looks very easy. So we saw how easily and consistently a process in the tool management can be if I have the right data at the right time and the right place.
Yes, all those information are now already at the control unit. This is how easy, how transparent, and how efficient the work is carried out today. Completely paperless and digital.
But let's say I'm not only interested in a loading process, but also in the entire life cycle of my product. How would I get information about this?
Yes, for this we have the Tool Analyzer app. Because the Tool Analyzer shows the history of all tools. We can see how often the tool was measured, how often it was used, and so this information is the base for any tool stock optimization. And we're now finished with setting up the machine, and we can now start with the production at the machine with CELOS.
That comes in handy. But before, you had actually mentioned that CELOS is now available with Heidenhain.
Yes.
What happens if I do not have a CELOS machine? Will I then be able to work as steadily as you just mentioned?
Yes, you can, with a third step within the path of digitization, with a digital factory, because new at DMG MORI is CELOS Open Connectivity. The new thing there is that CELOS is now completely open, and so we can integrate third-party machines into our products.
So summing this up, this means that I can now actually access all machines, even if I do not have an integrated CELOS.
Yes, you can. I'd like to show you something, because this is the CELOS Protab. And the CELOS Protab brings CELOS on an industrial tablet to a third-party machine.
How exactly does that work? How can I connect CELOS with a machine?
Well, usually CELOS does look like we know it from the machine on the Protab as well. But I have this small button here where I can select the machine that I want to work on. And so I can also send a job from the job assistant to the control unit of a third-party grinding machine.
Great, but would I be able to directly work with the data coming out of the machine?
Yes, this is what this little box is made for. This is the CELOS NetBox. This is our interface to work with data coming from DMG MORI and from third-party machines. This works with the common interfaces like OPCOA and MT Connect. And in addition, the NetBox protects the machine against outer attacks through its inbuilt firewall, and this for a small budget.
We have accumulated a lot of data right
Yeah.
now, but where does it all come together? Where does it merge?
Well, we are standing in front of it because this is the CELOS cockpit. This is where all data and all information are going, and this is where all apps are running that are required to monitor the shop floor. For example, we have here the messenger. The messenger shows us the current state of all machine tools on the shop floor. So in case of a downtime, I can react much faster.
Let's talk about downtimes a bit more.
Yes.
Everybody would like to avoid them, of course. I heard something about the condition analyzer.
Yes, the condition analyzer may help us there, because the condition analyzer is able to to detect the health of different machine components. And when I know what I need to do within the next days, for example, maintenance task, then I can carry out an optimized service planning. For example, when I need to refill the cooling unit. But if the machine is down anyway, and we know this happens in every manufacturing system, then the performance analyzer will help us, because the performance analyzer is able to detect the reasons for the downtimes. And when I know those reasons, then I can work against them. And so I can optimize my manufacturing system sustainable.
But if I would like to react ahead of standstills,
Yeah.
service plays a very major role.
Yeah.
How would all the people involved get their information? I'm talking about service technicians, parts suppliers, and of course about the customer himself.
Well, we have a complete new platform that connects all who are involved into service tasks. And this platform is called Werkblick. It's your portal to keep track of all your maintenance and service tasks. Because DMG MORI machines are connected to Werkblick, they send all their information there. So in a case of a service task, everyone who's involved needs and knows what he needs to do. And this speeds up the entire service process.
Talking about service,
Yeah.
any further information, innovations there?
Well, we have the new NetService 4.0 with the optional service cam. This not only makes service faster and more efficient, but through its certified architecture, also safe.
What exactly does this mean for the customer in practice?
Well, in case of a service task, all who are involved, so the customer, the machine, and also the service technician, exchange details about the case with each other. And through the inbuilt remote function, the service technician can connect to the machine, and so he sees the control unit and can help the customer. And in addition, through the interface to the optional service cam, the service technician follows the customer all around the machine, and so he sees what the customer sees.
I would like to see if this really works. Let's try this out.
Yes,
This
please
is
take the camera
so-called
and
service cam.
go over there.
And we're taking some live pictures of you.
And I
have to
will
hold my
open the
hand very
service
still.
cockpit, because what you see here on the screen is what the service technician will see. So you see, this is the live build. Angela, try to find the net box at the DMC 85. OK, there is it. And now, when I'm the service technician, I can help the customer very quick and very efficient, also on the phone. But of course, this does not only work for maintenance and service tasks, this does also work for training.
That's a great new tool, but where would I get some more information about the Service Cam and the NetService 4.1 and its applications?
Well, if you have questions considering service, please visit our service expert at the Service Meet the Experts area just around the machine in the next room. They will be glad to answer all your questions considering service.
So you have just shown us 9 very great tools to digitize our factory process in the future. But I'm just thinking, in order to use these products, I have to have a certain infrastructure. I'm talking about networks, for example, and servers. I really don't like technical matters, to be honest. So, for example, if I would like to set up an email online, I usually don't have to take care about technical matters.
It's a good example, and so easy. Should digitization also be within manufacturing systems? And this is why we will offer such a solution with Adamos. Because then we take care for the infrastructure, for the technical stuff, and you can take care for your business. You can focus on your processes, which get much and more better by means of our products.
So as you can see, at DMG MORI, with this path of digitization, we already have the answers to your digital challenges of tomorrow, today.
Well, and with the service and monitoring package, we made a selection of products for you to step in your own path of digitization.
And if you would like to have any further information, if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask our colleagues at the Meet the Experts area, who are at your disposal right now. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for this informative chat, dear Carl. And we would like to, maybe if you want to see you back at the press conference at 4 p.m. if you are from the press. And if not, I wish you a beautiful remaining day. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.